Okay, this is that same company's Twitter page. And you have a lot less control of what it looks like. You can control the background, and I would have recommended that this company use the same background as the other to make them all look the same. But Twitter is a very, very simple end on it. Okay, with Twitter, your posts are called tweets. You can see right up here there's a tweet, and here's a list of the tweets that they've entered in. And if you even think about tweet, it just sounds like, pretty short. And that's what these messages are. They're very, very short messages. Every tweet needs to be, it's very limited on the amount of text that you can put in. And with the URLs, when you can have, just a short amount of text and then a link to a website and possibly a photo. You can see on here they've got a link to the photo. And even the links to the websites, the URLs, they provide a shortener, so you can crunch those down as well. So the idea is, just small. Get this out, this very short, very terse message out there, and just pump it out there. Now the idea with the Twitter is to get followers. You want to get people to follow you, okay? And you can use all of these three cogs together. You can get people to follow you on Twitter from your blog, and you can get people to follow you, trade back and forth. Send people to your blog. You can send people to your blog from here. So you can send them to your website. You can put things to get them to sign up. But the idea is that you want to get somebody to follow you, okay? Because when they follow you here on Twitter, what's going to happen is they say follow you. There are essentially two different pages here on Twitter. What I'm showing you is the information page on this company, but there's also their home page, okay? And on your home page, what you're going to get is you're going to get messages from anyone that you've signed up to. So if you look at these guys, they don't have a whole huge following, but they've only got 14. They're just getting started in the Twitter side of it. So of these 14 people that are following them, when they go out and post a tweet, it's going to show up on all 14 of those other people's websites. So if they follow their Twitters, they've asked for the information, and you send it out to them, and it just appears on their website. So you basically got a direct connection to those people. So they've given you their permission to send them that short information. So you can just, bam, hit them with a short tweet, and it can pop up on there, okay? So the idea here is to get lots of followers. And even though you have a limited amount of text here, if you think about keeping keywords in your text and keeping relevant things that may be interesting to people, they will find you because people can search for tweets, and you can come up in their tweet search. And if you do, and they click on it, then maybe they'll follow you. And so if you have a lot of good information, you can get people to follow you. They've now given you permission, and then you keep sending them that information out to them, again with the objective to turn strangers into friends, friends into followers. Okay, so once they've subscribed to you or they've clicked on you, now they're going to get your information on a regular basis. They don't have to come looking for it all the time. Then hopefully you can turn those followers into friends who have signed up to your mailing list, and then you can work that mailing list to turn those friends into customers. Okay, so Twitter is very simple, and I think just sort of fun to do, just because it's so easy to tweet out there and let people know what's going on. And there are a lot of different tools to use with it as well, but it's really a pretty simple program. Like I say, you don't have too much capability to change the backgrounds or things. You can change the background, you can change the color, but you cannot change the way things are laid out, and you're very limited on your text for your descriptions and your text for your other things. Okay, now let's look at the last of the three cogs in our marketing machine, and that is Facebook. So just what is Facebook? And probably Facebook is so incredibly popular out there. It seems like everyone's using Facebook anymore. And Facebook has been used, for people to keep in touch with each other and send them my wife was sending cartoons this morning. Oh, I've got to scan that cartoon and send it to all these people. And so it becomes a great communications tool for people. But you can also put up their business pages. And we're back to our preparedness pantry or prepared pantry to look at theirs. And with the Facebook page, you're really even more limited. You can't change the background. All you can do is use their format and put the content in, pictures, photos, logos, text, videos, audio, whatever you want. You can put that in, but you cannot really affect the look of the page at all, hardly. Okay. Now look at what they've done with their page. They're selling baking mixes and things, and they put this picture up there, and it just makes your mouth water. Okay. They put up here pictures of all kinds of food and different things. And they use this to put up text, okay? And so they've got people that come to watch that. Again, on this page, you can put links in, and you can put information in and photos, but you want to drive traffic to your Twitter page, to your blog, to your website, and you want to get people to sign up to your mailing list. So the idea is to pull people into this page. Again, with Facebook, you don't have the same limitation on Twitter. Your posts to Facebook can be much larger, and again, you can put photos. And with the blog, you have no limitation, as far as I know, on the size and the amount of the posts you can be, or they're very large. And on Facebook, you can be pretty large on your postings as well. But you want to keep them, maybe a little bigger than Twitter, but, just keep it up there and keep constant information going into it. Whoops. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to give you, in my opinion, what is the key to success in social media marketing. We're talking just about the basics today, but I want to give you one of the most important things, in my opinion, to make social media marketing successful. Okay? And that is simply no advertising. Okay? Do not advertise to people. And that sounds so strange. Here we're using this as a very, very powerful marketing medium, but yet we can't use any advertising. Okay? We're back to that concept of interruption marketing. People do not want to be interrupted. Okay? And so you don't want to do that. If you can think of yourself at a party, okay, and you're going around from person to person at this party, and you're basically a walking advertisement, telling them all about your great offer, just bam, 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 you walk around to all these people. Pretty soon, if they're polite, they're just not going to listen to you anymore, and no one's going to want to talk to you. And if they're not polite, they might throw you out of the party, okay? And I mean, that would be that way if you were at a party or a business meeting. People do not like to be accosted by someone trying to push something onto them, okay? The whole concept with this social media marketing is not to be pushy and not to push things onto people. So the big, big rule, no advertising, because they will turn you off. Instead, social media is like fishing. Okay, think about fishing. All of those people out there are fish, and what we want to do is we want to draw them into us. So if you think about, we want to do this from the fish's perspective, not from ours. Okay, if my favorite food is pot roast, and I put pot roast on the end of a hook, it's probably not going to be nearly as effective as a worm. I don't particularly care to eat worms. I've tried to avoid that throughout my life, but it's great for fishing. Okay, fish love worms, so I've got to fish with what the fish want. And so in our social media marketing, we need to look at our customer, our potential customer, and determine what it is that interests them. What would they like us to give them? Okay, and then that's what we want to provide through social media marketing. So instead of being pushy and pushing our information onto them by advertising, we want to pull them in. We want to lure them in by providing them with something that they want. Okay? The fuel for our social media marketing machine is content. Content is information, text, videos, audio, whatever it is that you want to put together, whatever you're providing as content, information that you're going to provide to these people. And that content needs to be relevant, things that they are interested in. And so that's what we're going to put on our blogs. We're going to make short little things, the tweets, and give links to that information. We can put a blog post up there that's longer, giving them some information, and tweet that we just put it up there. And here's a link to go look at the content that we just put up there. But content is the fuel that makes a social media marketing machine work. The statement that you've heard out there since the inception of the Internet, content is king. And today, with social media marketing, it is never more true. Okay? Content is king. And that is the key to make social media marketing machine work, is good content that our customers want, not information that they don't want being pushed upon them. Okay? If we go back to this site with this, for this preparedness pantry, which I think he does a very effective job on, he gives people information about, not just about his products. You can't see him really trying to advertise his products here. He's providing them with information that they want. Okay? If I were to go down further in this, I would find recipes. I would find where people ask him questions about baking, and have you seen this kind of product? And he answers those questions with content. He is using information that people want. And by putting that information that people want out there, he draws them into the site. And he wants to get them on the Facebook page. He wants to get them to like him, because then they'll get his content when he posts new content. On Twitter, he wants to get them to follow him so that when he posts new content, it's automatically mailed to them. Okay, with your blogs, and I didn't talk about that, but you can do what's called RSS feeds, where you can, every time you put information up there, it's automatically sent out to people. If you can get them to sign up to your mailing list, now you've got an even better way to send information to them, information that they want to hear. Now, with email marketing, was you ratchet that up, and somewhere I was reading some statistics, and I think I talk about that in our email marketing campaign, but there's actually a certain percentage that they say, I can't remember what it is now, I have to go back and look at it, but it's like 1 in 10 emails can be an advertising email. So you just sort of start at the bottom with a stranger and work your way up to the point that you can actually send advertising out to people that they want, that they've asked for, and then they'll move forward. The neat thing about this machine is that it gives you access to literally billions of people. So it's such an immense thing that you can do with this just because of the pure volume of the people that are out there.